Well, here we are. We are live on the Sunday Night Rant. And let's have the viewers come in on this great but cold night, spring cold night here in Sydney, on the final stages of the lockdown. So excited, actually, and looking forward to October the 18th, like everyone in New South Wales is. And of course, the rest of Australia that's in lockdown will follow. Paulie Biller, good to see you, my friend. Wendy, hi. Alex, Marcus, good to see you all. We got a great rant tonight. It's going to be short. Hi, Linda. It's going to be short and it's going to be to the point and it's going to be practical. Hello, Joey. Good to see you. And practical is my operating standard. Hey, Sean. Hello, Piers Van Hamburg. How you going? So, guys and girls, we are going to be giving you a very, very short webinar on how to use text messaging in real estate. I'm also going to be touching on direct messaging, which is all integrated with social media. Hello, Serene, Trevor, Matt Newley, good to see you. Tony, good to see you. Andrew Abdul. The audience is building up. Stephanie Dobro, the great agent from Perth, good to see you. We got Shane Beaumont. There's another whiz kid from Perth as well. Shane Beaumont, good to see you all coming in. Farah, great to see you put that sale away from last night. Passed it in, got an extra 50 grand today, which is great news. Well done. Chris, how you going? Raj, how you going? So the question is, Raj has asked me a question. Why text messaging? Why text messaging? So let's get to the point. Why text messaging? Number one, because it's fast, Raj. It's fast. Number two, it's because it's versatile. Hello, Sarah Bell. Good to see you. I'll touch on Sarah Bell's reader business in a moment as well. So I've got to tell you, Raj, the reason why I like it, it's fast, it's versatile, and it's less formal than email. And if you've noticed the way business is these days, it is less formal. People like authenticity. People like the mask coming off. People like you being the same person in business, off business. So guys and girls, they're one of the main reasons, but I also like it because think about it. Text messages are integrated to mobile phones, of course, and in addition to that, they're also on Apple Watches, which is wearable devices. So Raj, yes, Raj, if you followed me before, you know that I love the phone, but I'm going to tell you that a lot of the communication that a real estate agent does is touch points that work in combination, not in isolation. We have video, we have text messaging, we have phone calls, we have door knocks, we have letterbox drops. And what I'm talking about, my friends, is making sure that what we're doing is being most efficient all the time. So the other reason why I like it, my friends, is because think about it for a moment. When you get a text message, you have this need to actually treat it with priority, and you have this feeling that you want to be compelled to reply straight away. They're the reasons why I love text messages. And Lisa Novak says she loves Tricall, which is, of course, ghost voicemail. Hey, Mark Novak. Hello, Andrew, Rima, Karan. Good to see you all. So, guys and girls, they're the main reasons why I like direct and text messaging. It is not there to substitute you having conversations, but I've got to tell you, it's very, very efficient. In a moment, I'm going to tell you who to be sending them and what to be saying. So the other thing I'll say to you is that direct messaging, of course, is different to text messaging because it's integrated into social media platforms. And through direct messaging, you can receive video messages, you can receive voice messages, you can also receive an attachment. And in addition to that, you can also, please understand, do not use direct messaging for prospecting. Think about it for a moment, my friends. When you actually prospect and there's no relationship, that is spam. I'm sure you get those, and you either ignore them or you actually block them, and it's so easily done. So guys and girls, I've got to say to you, think about this for a moment. You know, when you sort of become aware of someone and they end up being famous because you're constantly seeing them in the media, well, I've got to say to you, that's what you've got to do on social media. You've got to understand, you've got to increase your familiarity with your audience. Once you've done that, then you can actually do direct messaging, because direct messaging without familiarity is cold and it is commission breath. And I've got to say to you that this SLC, I'll say it again, SLC, share, like, comments. Share, like, comments, my friends. That is the tactic that will allow you to have a strategy to use direct messaging as a form of prospecting. Share, like, comments, as I call it, SLC. Now, when do you send text messages? When do you send text messages? Let's talk about that for a moment. Number one, after a listing appointment. After a listing appointment. So you go to a listing presentation, you leave the presentation, and shortly afterwards, a nice text message that says, hey, it was so great to meet you. I enjoyed my time there. I'll be back to you tomorrow with what we spoke about, and I look forward to seeing you again on Wednesday. Have a great night. Now, I've got to say to you, put a little emoji at the end of that message, send it, and you're going to get a really good temperature test of whether you connected. Because I'm telling you straight, my experience with my gym members when we use text messaging and I'm asking them, what's the feedback? You know what they say to me? When they reply with an emoji, it's looking good. You've connected. Gang, when they don't reply, it's not the end of the world. But I've got to tell you, if there's a couple of text messages that get unanswered, you might have to revisit this, because it means that something might not be right. But I've got to tell you, that emoji, man, it is a very good gauge of whether there was connection and whether they and you resonated. So guys and girls, after a listing presentation, short, sharp text. The next time you should be sending a text message is before the listing appointment. Before the listing appointment. And I've got to say to you, my friends, one of the best text messages you can be sending them is the Engage Pre-List Kit by Realhub, also known as Campaign Track. It is a magazine style, like a Vogue style living pre-listing report, and it is incredible, my friends. It is incredible. I would be looking at that. That's what you send before a listing appointment. And in addition to that, if the appointment is the next day after you've set it, on the day of the appointment, I'm telling you straight, send a text message. In fact, I would go as far as saying, if you want to really get on top of your time management and run a really tight schedule, every morning, text your appointments to confirm that they're on. Text your appointments to confirm that they're on. And the reason I say it is it's going to let you know whether you're going to have any cancellations early on in the day, so you can actually plan your day better, because it absolutely sucks when someone cancels on you at the last minute and you had not allocated that time to be doing something like some of your project work. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people can actually sort of pivot and go off and do something else. But I got to tell you, in my own life, I love to know at the start of the day what's on and what's being cancelled. So what else do you do? What else do you do? Reviews. Reviews are a fantastic enabler for you to win the digital interview. And whether you're using Rate My Agent, realestate.com, or Google/Facebook too, I've got to say that text messaging is a very good enabler of that as well. And last week I spoke about Podium. By the way, let me bring that up. I do adore this business. I'm using it in my own business. Podium.com.au/Tom Panos is the best way for you to get massive amounts of reviews. In fact, Podium has been working with real estate businesses, and some of these businesses have got 1,300 Google reviews in less than 12 months. So guys and girls, that's what I would be doing. Anyway, let's get back to here. Other reasons that you should be sending text messages is after an open for inspection, right? Now, I know a lot of you use various platforms like HomePass, right? Even Agent Box allows you the functionality, but I've got to tell you, after an open home, you get 30, 40 people through straight after as they've walked out. Bang, 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 text message, right? In a moment, I'm going to give you one of my favorite. We're going to finish off, and I'm going to give you some of my favorite text messages that real estate agents tell me help them significantly. So let me move on. What else? After an open for inspection to buyers, after an open for inspection, as you're leaving, man, if you've got 8 or 10 opens, man, a quick text message. Hey, Tom here, had 11 people through, be calling you at the end of the day, giving you the feedback. Short, sharp. Don't forget, your vendors have been sitting, stressing out, sitting in the park with a cup of coffee trying to work out, did anyone come to our open? Let's keep moving on. When else? Oh, I'll tell you a great strategy. Texting a link to a live stream auction on Facebook the day before the auction. If it's going to be a cracker, invite them to your auction by sending them a link to your Facebook account and saying, hey, if you're at home tomorrow at 10 o'clock, you can watch this auction live stream on this link. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's going to help have your pipeline move closer towards you if it's a property that goes off. Other things that you can be using text messaging for, of course, is people in your pipeline. Those of you that are my real estate gym members, I've got to promote again the app. Guys and girls, I just love it now. You just go straight to the app and everything is there. In fact, do you know what I was doing today? I went to the training session and I was looking at scripts and dialogues, and I counted there's around 150 scripts in there. But what I was going to say is one of the courses that's in there, let me bring it up here, courses there. Look at some of the courses we've got in here. 29 ways to get listings, the disciplined mind, the ultimate listing presentation from start to finish. Then we've got the 21-day mastery mentoring program. Of course, we've got the highlights of all the ARICs over the last 5 years. In addition to that, we got a business plan webinar on there, but the Matt Steinwade negotiation course, which is around 11 modules, and we got the Josh Tesselin system in there as well, my friends. So you can go in there and see. So Josh uses a lot of text messaging in his work. And I've got to say to you that is a very good thing to be doing to your pipeline. Of course, you're talking to them on the phone. Of course, you're sending them email newsletters. But this is being layered. My friends. Thank you, Sarah. I am going to put that comment up there because it makes me so happy, Sarah. Yes, I love my real estate gym app now. I absolutely love it, and it's going to get better. And there we go, more people. Thank you so much, Linda. Anyway, guys and girls, let's get back there. Enough boasting. Back onto our banner there. So sending it to your pipeline is an extremely very good thing to be doing. And in addition to that, the other thing you could be doing it to is auction invites, sending text messages to that. And in addition to that, anniversary updates. Hey, it is your 5-year anniversary. Would you like to know the new value of your home? Now, I've got to tell you, a lot of the businesses, including Sarah's business, which uses artificial intelligence, they have got text messaging as part of their business. And I've got to tell you, Podium as well has two-way text messaging. So in other words, when they reply, there's automatic text messages that go back to them. And in addition to that, let me tell you the next set of people that you should be sending a text message to, my friends. The next set of people is, of course, no one else but the gossipers. Correct? The gossipers. Everyone should have what I call the gossipers. Everyone should have the gossipers. Like, these are 30 people that you know have a big mouth and they spread the word around into your community. So every time there's big news, what happens is they are like mini salespeople for you. They're ambassadors because they talk to a lot of people. So I would suggest that you create a list. You call them influencers. Don't call them gossipers or they'll get offended. Influencers. And what happens is every time you got some news, you send it to them first. So let's talk about some of the text messages, my friends, that in fact this week our real estate gym members are going to get the 11 best text messages. Correct? 11 text messages. But I'll share 2 text messages with you now that I think you should incorporate into your business. And that is, the first one is right after an open for inspection, or when you've been showing property privately and you had a lot of buyers coming through, if you're in a COVID part of Australia or New Zealand, a text message saying, "Hi, not trying to sound too pushy, but we are expecting an offer on this today. If you are interested in this, do please let us know by close of business." This is going to extract out of all the people that saw property who is actually a potential buyer on that property. You can word it differently. Another way of saying it, thank you for coming through 27 Forbes Avenue today, letting you know that this property, we are anticipating an offer coming in soon. If you do have interest in this, do let us know. Guys and girls, let me see what Lisa has said here. I'm going to bring this up here. She's always got something positive to say. Every single time she gets a text from me to follow my socials. Set up a shortcuts on your mobile, game changer. Thank you so much, Lisa. Beautiful. And Ann Mole, who are good friends with Lisa, agrees that that's a great idea. So guys and girls, that's the first text message. The second text message, and I got one of these from Michael Tringali, who sold a property the other day near me, and it says, "Welcome to the $7 million club," or I can't remember the numbers he used, but I don't know. If you're in an area where the average price is $800,000 and you sell a property for $1 million, that's a good thing to do. Welcome to the $1 million club. Thought I'd let you know you're richer than what you thought you were. Have just sold this property. Text messages like that, my friend. And all I've got to say to you is, remember, I am not telling you to stop making calls. I am telling you we now live in a world where high tech, high touch is what works best in real estate. If you are interested in actually having a text messaging service that allows you to actually have massive amounts of text going all month at one small fee, plus they get you your reviews, which you can put up on Google and realestate.com, Rate My Agent, wherever you're putting them on, hit up podium.com.au. I'll be using it in my business for those 2 reasons: text messaging, and in addition to that, getting reviews. So guys and girls, I want to thank you so much. I want you to have a good week. Don't forget, gang, we have the countdown to the end of the lockdown. I'm pumped. I'm excited because I've got to say to you, I have never, ever seen a real estate market in my 34 years of real estate like this. Appetite from buyers, and now all of a sudden, the stock is just flooding the market. The amount of appraisals that are happening is incredible. I'm already seeing that stock. I hope that this is a period that you are all in. Guys and girls, signing off.